Ladies and gentlemen, today we have on Smack Like That, DMV's own, Keith Johnson. How's it going, man?
Let's go on amazing. Let's go on amazing.
I appreciate you even taking time out of your daily day to even have this.
Yeah.
I know how busy you are, and I know you like to keep things low-key, but I had to come and tap in, seeing all the work you've been doing around the city, then even for the boxing community, all the things you've been doing, all the good things I heard about you. I had to come and talk to you. Why not on the boxing podcast from Act Like That, man? So how did you get in the journey of boxing?
Well, I mean, again, I started off as an amateur fighter, right? Started off boxing at one of the local gyms, and from there, I mean, it was history. Seeing that the conditioning was the key, conditioning. And basically, that was one of the things that I focused on was conditioning. And from there, I just started really, training. It was an assistant to a coach, one of the head coaches at the gym. And from there, it was history. I started training fighters myself.
Did you ever want to go pro, or you was like not at one of the lane you was trying to go into?
Well, I did, but as that timeline started to, kind of, get a little narrow. The coach was like, okay, let me start coaching a little more, or got conditioning, a little, yeah.
So, like, is boxing a thing where you can just fall into it? Could it be a kid that's just athletic and you could teach him, or is it one of those things either you got it or you don't?
Well, that could happen in two ways. Okay, if you some people just got it. It's called they got it. It's called the it factor. They got it, right? And those are ones that you can just see it in them. I mean, you could just be there really just to teach you some basic stuff, but they just got it. On the other side, some people who don't really got it, but got great work ethics, they can actually still compete at that level, depending on how hard they're trying to work. Yeah, how diligent they are.
Yeah, got you. Yeah, they say hard work beat talent. That's right, talent ain't there.
There you go.
So age is not a factor.
Age is not. Well, again, it comes down to really the individual, how bad you want. Because you can't play this game. You can't play.
One thing they say, you can play football, you can play baseball.
You cannot play boxing. That's right.
You go there, want to get your head knocked off.
That's right.
You got to be a certain type of person.
Exactly.
Okay, so through all of that, what type of certifications and stuff do you think to put you on a certain level did you have to obtain?
Well, I mean, 30-something years ago, again, I've been in the industry for over 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
So I just had some basic certifications, USA boxing, script training certifications and so forth. My goal was to create my own certification program, to develop a program, and eventually I could actually create a program where I could actually start teaching instructors. And by the grace of God, I'm here today. He made it possible.
So that's what Square Fit Pro Boxing and Condition all about?
This is all about. It's all about, I mean, it's over 35 years of just learning and teaching, right? Studying the fighter, right? Know how to train the fighter. Now, the great thing about this, the fighter can definitely benefit from it because you keep the fighter in his environment, right? But the soccer player, the basketball player, the football player could also benefit from the program also. Because, see, you can't train a fighter like a football player. You can't train a fighter like a basketball player. A fighter got to stay in his environment, right? Because it's called timing. It's timing. Everything got to be still working together, in harmony, right? But the football player, he can act because he's using his hands, his feet. The basketball player can benefit from it. So boxing is so sport specific. That's all. Yeah.
I see the square that you got in the corner. Is that something that you live by to help with the conditioning?
Oh yeah. I mean, this is
You explain that to us.
What? What? Oh my grace. See, now, boxing is done in a what? Square, right?
Yeah.
So the goal is to be able to really have control of that space, right? To find symmetry in that space, right? To be able to have positioning in that space. So the goal was, so God have given me a mind to create and condense this square to a smaller square. It works just like the big square. But now you have to have ownership and be able to control and manage this space first. And then we take this and take it in a big square. So I'm able to, what we do three things. We capture, we condition, and we process. That's what Square Fitness is all about, right? So we capture any type of boxing movement, anything that's done that a fighter do, I can capture that. From there, I condition it. We condition it through stressing it, through rehearsing it, through drilling it, right? From there, we process it. And that's when we take it to the boxing ring. So all that is done in this square right here. All that is done right here. And you see plenty of people trying to mimic it. They're trying to copy it. But 30 years. I mean, God has given me, again, 30 years to really just to really master my craft. So you just can't come and make a square, put it on the ground, and it makes sense. No, you got to come through our academy, get certified, and do it the proper way. Yes. Yeah.
So how do you feel about the ones that are mimicking? Do you take it as flattery, like,
I love it. I love it. Because what it does is it tells me that, you like what I'm doing, right? And this really lets me know that, right, I'm right there. And sooner or later, when you figure out that it's not working like you want it, you're going to say, let me get in touch with the K3 fitness company so we can go and do it the right way.
What boxer went through your program?
Mm-hmm.
You saw the progression. They paid attention to their coach and achieved greatness. What boxer can you name from the earlier days to now?
I'll take a great second because I know it's 35 years. It's 35 years.
You can give those who don't know where I'm from.
Okay, so now if you look back and if you want to go dig deep, and you can go look at YouTube or whatever. I'm sorry, Syria or whatever. Look for James Baker, Clarence Vincent, 2000 Olympian. He came out 2000, and I forgot. It's been so long. That's some of the younger fighters back, 20 years ago. Quentin Williams, Mo Adams, Andrew Council, Sean Bay Mitchell. We start talking about world champions. Chop DeMarcus Corey, Israel Gerger. If you name it, man. Austin Trout. Lamont Peterson, Anthony Peterson. Austin Trout. Rashid Warren, 3-time Olympian. I've trained so many people over 30 years. And most recent, if you don't know, if y'all don't get it by now, Tank Davis. Gervonta Tank Davis. That was the most recent one. And that was amazing. That was so amazing to work with the face of boxing.
But how would, you could just explain that whole, from getting a phone call to say, hey, we would like for you to come out and help us so we could take care of Frank Martin. Can you walk us through that?
Well, I just came now. I got to first of all give credit to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Amen, amen.
He made it possible.
Yes, indeed.
He made it. He did everything. I didn't have anything to do with that. He made it possible. I got a call from a very close friend of mine, Barry Honor, and he said, he's gonna come do a train or whatever. So from there, it was just history. Once Tank came and I worked with him, and he seen what takes place here, and he told me this. He said, look. He said, wow. He said, fighters don't understand what this can do to them. They don't have a clue what this type of conditioning, this type of training can do. And to be able to train one of the best in the world. He didn't need me. He's already at the top of his, they have a system, they have infrastructure in place, great coaches, Calvin, Kenny, these guys are already on top. So to actually bring me in, to God be the glory. What more can I say?
So, yeah, what was one of the biggest challenges you had to face as a boxing trainer?
As a young boxing trainer coming up, because 20-something years ago, it wasn't Instagram, it wasn't Facebook, it wasn't TikTok. So we had to earn our position. We had to really pretty much say, I can stand in this position that I claim, and once they found that you were the real deal, this is, they accept you as a real boxing conditioning trainer, so you had to really, that was kind of challenging, and, because now everybody just look at, Instagram, everybody's a trainer, everybody's a coach. You look, everybody's boxing coaches and mic holders, they're just looking at other people's stuff. But that was the biggest challenge, and really just getting people on that level.
Yeah.
You know, I'm talking about, 3-division world champ. I work with Adrian Brown also. That's when I
AB.
yeah, but he was at the top.
Yeah.
In this recent training camp, his last fight.
Okay.
I worked against later. Yeah, I had him in training camp. He was in the Javante Day. I worked with him just like I work with,
Oh yeah, they work.
Yeah. So, but this really getting, it took a minute. One of my top fighters that really gave me opportunity was Israel Giger, 5-time division world champion. Here, Princess Rams, that shit over there. But once it was a minute before everybody started saying this guy really can do what he said. Because there's a lot of fraud out there.
Yeah.
And from there it was this history, man. It was history. Yeah.
Okay. So how do you maintain your own fitness and to stay motivated and to continue? Because
You look like you're still in shape. 55 years old. 59. Oh, 55.
so as you said, when we first came in, it was upbeat. I heard your client say, "Dang, coach, really upbeat." The other coach like, "Hey, I was like, how do you keep that going?" Like, cause even me at 37, sometimes I get up, I'm like, I'm here. So how do you at 55 still have that motivation just to have that high of life?
Because see, everybody has a code, right? That you gotta crack. And I gotta be able to transfer myself within you to bring the best out of you, right? Not only I'm gonna show you how to do it, but I'm gonna do it with you. Whatever I ask you to do, I'm gonna do it triple. I can any top elite fighter, Tank, ask anybody, Lamont Peterson, and Rashid Warren, the best. Anything that I ask them to do, I can do it with you. I'm gonna bring the best out of you because I'm 20 years older than you. I'm gonna bring the best out of you. And see, that's what these young trainers and these new trainers don't. It's all about this. This show more than anything. But that's the last thing. You gotta let your result. You gotta let your craft speak for itself. You don't have to have a lot of mouth. Compete with you. You ain't trying to. I don't compete with nobody else. I compete with who? Me, because I'm the only person that can beat me. I always say, what you're not changing, you're choosing. Right? If you're not changing how to become better, right? You're choosing to be where you are today. You say, get with people or build your circle with people who want to see you win. That's winning themselves now, right? Get with those type of people. And surround yourself with people who want to see you on top. Who want to see you. And it ain't really about being on top, but just want to see you, reach whatever goals you're trying to reach.
So would you consider that the most rewarding thing for you when a client come in and say, "Hey, I'm trying to lose 50 pounds," or "Hey, I'm trying to be, I'm about to compete as Tank, the face of boxing."
That's right.
What is the most nourishment to your soul of like, "Hey, I helped them do that"?
Just to be a part of that. I was a part of making a difference in your life. I was a little piece of a part of it. You see what I'm saying?
You the type that don't even ask for like I said, you don't see you all on the gram and stuff, but you ain't all on there like, yeah.
See, this show, really, all of it. Okay. With me, I want to be loved instead of liked. All these black, see the difference between love and like. Because love, you put your heart in me, and that's what Christ do. I want to be loved. Like's not important. Because now you like me today, you hate me tomorrow.
That's true. That is true. I love somebody. Whether they made you mad, you still got that love.
Yeah. So therefore, my goal is not to, because see, when you treat people great, man, and you're willing to give them more than what they paid for, they're going to come find you. I was around before Instagram and Facebook and all that. And by the grace, I'd have been bankrupt and everything. And by the grace of God, I'm still here. So it wasn't about likes. It wasn't about likes. It was about, man, having faith.
Being from the DMV, what young fighters do you see right now that you like, okay, they on their way? Is there any fighters right now that stick out to you like, hey?
Yeah, there'd be, let me see. It's a little different now because, again, there's a lot of good fighters out here right now, but it's early. Yeah, it's still early. It's really around the globe, right? Up-and-coming fighters. It's a lot. One thing I learned, and I seen it when I was in camp, and I've been to it. Okay, out of 10,000 fighters, everybody's good. There's a lot of good ones out there. Out of the 10,000 fighters, 5 of those fighters gonna be elite.
Y'all hear that? That's a low percentage.
That's a real low percentage. So if you're not willing to make this your air you breathe, make this the food you eat, man, go get another trade. Please go get another trade. Because out of that 10,000, only 5 gonna really, because of that, I mean, that 9,000, 9,500, right? It's good. It's good. All y'all good. But by separating yourself, who gonna do something extra? And it's a very low rate.
So that, y'all heard that from Keith Johnson, Determination, Motivation, Square Fit Pro, Boxing and Conditioning. Let y'all know, it's a very low percentage making. So you gotta put your best foot forward, and you can't play boxing.
You can't. I say it in that. If you just want to use it for conditioning, fitness, losing weight, all that good stuff. Hey man, I applaud you. It's the best program. I knew that over 20-some years ago. It's gonna be the best. That's why I stuck with it, with boxing and conditioning. That's why, you know, I that was my specialty. You know, before anything else, boxing conditioning. That's why I stuck with it.
All right, well, I appreciate you taking the time out, Coach. Can't thank you enough. I know you're a busy person. Once again, thank you. Appreciate you coming on here. Hopefully this not going to be the last time.
Oh, no.
Definitely make sure y'all follow him. If y'all not following him, make sure the link is at the bottom of the video. Y'all interested in finding more about his products, his nutrition, meals, or even his workouts, I'm going to make sure I put that in there. Y'all get in contact with him. DMV till next time. Smack like that.
Square fit, baby, down.